Democrats caught in massive fraud scandal. The details of Imran Awan's shady dealings while working for House Democrats are still coming in and reveals deep levels of corruption among Democrats. According to Daily Caller, after Awan was indicted on 4 counts of bank fraud, he revealed a disturbing truth about his job. Awan's lawyers claim House Democrats intentionally falsify their financial records, hiding how they really use taxpayers' dollars. Aaron Page, one of Awan's lawyers, says it's standard operating procedure for Democrats to lie about expenses. This is just how things have been done for forever. This is what experienced members of Congress expect. To expedite things, they adjust the pricing. The fraud is supposedly a means of speeding up the acquisition of equipment. Any equipment over $500 is typically inventoried by House-wide administrators, and items priced less than $500 are typically overlooked. So, House Democrats would falsely claim expensive tech items at $499 to avoid being inventoried, for whatever reason, be it something as simple as avoiding bureaucratic channels, obtaining high-dollar items prohibited under budget, or to prevent the item from being tracked, like an unauthorized private server. The vendor, CDW Government, would be compensated for the lower price by charging a higher service plan which is not tracked. If true, this would explain why House Democrats have not pursued charges against Awan, despite mountains of evidence towards his apparent criminal behavior while working for them. They wouldn't want investigators to discover that the House Democrats themselves are involved in procurement fraud. According to a senior Republican congressional official familiar with the probe, this would explain why Democrats have been avoiding the investigation around Awan. The only reason you're not seeing charges is because the Democrats who employed him are not cooperating, the official said. This would also explain why Representative Yvette Clarke seemingly wrote off $120,000 of missing equipment from her office, as Daily Caller reported. Rather than alert authorities and reveal she was involved in procurement fraud, she simply had her staff remove the items from the inventory. Awan's lawyer maintains that Awan did not benefit from such fraud, but many on Capitol Hill might have. There may be cases on Capitol Hill of other people, certainly not Imran, who are enriching themselves, who are taking devices or abusing expense accounts. Potentially, part of that inventory reflects irresponsible practices by other people, but none of it was in Imran's hands, Page said. This declaration that Awan did not take advantage of the scheme is at the very least suspicious, considering his major financial struggles and the fact that some of the equipment was delivered to his home. Though financial fraud is troubling on its own, the fact that Democrats would avoid investigating Awan to prevent their own violations from becoming public information